Today I'm going to take a break from the usual rant about the Gulf oil spill fiasco, which of course is still ongoing. Perhaps the little straw that they inserted might be siphoning off a few barrels of oil here or there, but the damage has probably already been done and we haven't yet seen the full extent of that damage. Instead of dealing with that particular topic, which I just did in 2 seconds, I'm going to deal with something else, something that really disturbs me, and I'm going to call this patterns of thinking. Let me first state as a bit of an introduction that I'm sensitive to certain types of thinking. As a child of a Holocaust survivor, there are certain things that my ears pick up that they are attuned to that some people might not pick up on. While I tend not to be as paranoid as some of my relatives are, who believe that the Holocaust is always around the corner, what concerns me is certain patterns of thinking. For example, when I hear Glenn Beck talk about a new world order, or I hear Sarah Palin talk about the liberal elite, in my mind, I just make a little substitution there, and I substitute the word Jew or Jews, and I think to myself that if this was 40, 50 years ago, they would not be talking about, Glenn Beck would not be talking about the New World Order. Instead, he would be talking about the elders of Zion. And Sarah Palin would not be talking about the liberal elite. Instead, she would be talking about the Jewish radicals. My point here is not that what they're saying is anti-Semitic per se, but my point is that it's a certain pattern of thinking, it's a certain way of seeing the world that puts the world into very simplistic terms that make it very easy for the simple minds to understand. You put all the problems on a particular group, call it the New World Order, call it the Elders of Zion, call it Jewish radicals, call it the liberal elite or the liberal media elite, and there you have a very simplistic view for what's really something very complex going on in the world. That, I believe, is actually the underlying appeal of the Glenn Becks and the Sarah Palins and the Rush Limbaughs and so on. They reduce complexities to simplicities that even idiots can understand.